We get to open up Terastal Festival. I keep saying Terrestrial Festival for some reason in my head, but it's Terastal Festival. Now, we're not going to start off with it because I do have some packs lined up from the last stream. I've got some Hidden Fates, then after that some Lost Origin, Fusion Strike, and then we're going to be jumping into 35 straight Terrestrial Festival boxes. Now, if you're looking to buy in, I do have 5 boxes, I believe, that should still be on the website, but you're going to be waiting a long time because these all go in order. But if you do want to get in, those will be the last 5 that will be made available for tonight. I'm only doing a total of 40 boxes. Now, yesterday I did have 20 boxes put up at 65. They sold out almost immediately. And then I repriced this morning at 75, and they're still selling very quickly. If you go on eBay right now, you'll see that price seems to be spiking almost by the hour. I did reach out to Retro, tried to buy some more at the price that he had yesterday, and he's already sold out. And from what I'm told, they might be jumping up close to 10k yen, and that's just from like if you're buying bulk. So I don't know how long this price is going to last. Hopefully it comes back down. Maybe Japan will do a really heavy print, but we don't know yet. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into these packs. I know most of you are here probably for that Terrestrial Festival, but we're going to start off with some Hidden Fates, and maybe we'll pull some alternate arts from the next 50 packs after that. Poke Fanboy, welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for jumping in at the Charmander level. We will have a giveaway, but it's going to be a while before we do it. It's going to be a little bit later tonight. All right, pack number 1, starting off with an Alolan Vulpix. Got the shiny. See Christopher Ondo in here. What's up, man? Pack number 2. Ooh, we have a full art shiny as well as an Onyx GX. So hit twice on that pack. Got 1 and 2. Moto says the Hidden Fates ETB is going up in value. I could see it. I was buying them for the longest time just for the Moltres Zapdos Articuno promo. Like, I could make my money back off of the Hidden Fates packs, just selling them slow, but then the promo was just like a freebie. And that thing grades pretty easy. Marshall Law, what is up, man? Thank you for the super chat. He says, good luck tonight. Worm Gang. Good to hear that you're going to be streaming again. Zard Lurking said Hidden Fates went up to 25 bucks as well, right, Rusty? Did I change the price on mine? I don't know if I changed the price on mine or not. You should be able to see it on the website if I have them in stock. I know that I did have 10 for 200. So if they're 25, it'd be 10 for 250. I don't recall putting 250, but I may have went up. So this is a good one right here, the Moltres Zapdos Articuno, but the one that comes in the Elite Trainer is the stained glass, and that thing grades so easy, but it's a nice 10, nice pristine as well. Ludo says, need them jungle art set. Jungle is easy to pronounce compared to Terastal. I agree, man. I haven't decided if I'm going to grade the light packs or not. I've been grading a lot of the light packs, so that's why you guys haven't seen as many of those pop up for sale. Coughing Electrode. Okay, here we go. Last one. Marshall says, new set bringing him back. Well, I mean, it's a good set to come back on. Like, I opened up 20 boxes for fun, and I'll talk about my pulls later. Uh-oh. Silvally GX. So you got 2 full art GXs out of it. Didn't pull an Umbreon, Greninja, or a the Zard or Sylveon or anything like that, but still got 2. Got the Lycanroc and the Silvally. Is it Silvally? Silvally? I would think it's Silvally, right? Or Silvally? Like Rally? You never know. All right. So there's our first order in. And Donnie actually had... So Zard Lurking says 225. So yeah, I went up 250 per pack. So I went up 25 for the 10 pack total. Donnie actually had the next order too. There was an order placed in between, but it was it was not for the video itself. Donnie, are you in the chat, man? He's usually like the first one to put in an order right after the stream. Like the next day. Order 2. Ooh, got a double hit there. Got the Hisuian, Arcanine, and a Drapion. I opened up some Lost Origin yesterday for fun, pulled the Giratina, which I pulled it in like the first 20 or 30 packs. And then I opened up the rest of the entire brown box that I had. I didn't pull another one after that, but it was still fun. These, I guess, would be from a different box. These are all like probably collection box packs. Got a nice Kabu there and a backwards V-Star Energy. I had one of those like that yesterday. What is up, fellow collectors? My daughter come to me earlier tonight, probably 2 hours ago, and she was asking about grading some of her cards. So for her birthday, we're going to send off some of her cards for her very first submission. We'll see how it goes. Gengar. Come on, Lost Origin. Usually these hit pretty good. Uh-oh. Well, a little better than like Fusion Strike, which we have some Fusion Strike coming after this for Benjamin. But if you get that Gengar VMAX, everybody loves that card. There's an Aerodactyl. Right now, it is pouring here. What about you guys? Man, I'm glad I took off my hoodie. I'm already starting to get hot. Inspection says she pulled the Black Label Champions Path Zard, right? That was my middle child. Look at that Oddish. I'm going to put that in your pile. It's got a smeared name right there. So Sarah, she's the one who pulled the Black Label Charizard. This is my oldest daughter, Emma. Got another Radiant, another backwards V-Star Energy. Good to see you in here. Inspection. Martial Law, Ghost, Pokédex, Zard, Lurking. Man, we got all kinds of moderators in here. Steven said it just started in New York City. Well, it's been raining. It was raining all day yesterday. Well, it rained yesterday. It cleared up for a little bit. Wasn't too bad this morning. Now it's pouring. No snow for us, though. Put this stack up. Rachel says lots of rain for her. There's a Banette and a Rotom. Let's get us a maybe like a Pika VMAX or a Mew VMAX. That'd be nice. Ludo says Emma's going to be a PokeTuber. I don't know. If she is, it's going to be a while. I'm not so big on kids having social medias. Lady Chandelure. Moto, Rusty, can we pre-order booster box cases of Team Rocket yet? Man, I haven't got any idea about pre-orders yet, but even if like I had allocations out, which I won't get those. I don't think I'm going to get them for a little bit. I don't take any pre-orders. Like there's a few people that I deal with where like they kind of help me up my allocations and I just guarantee them some product. But no, I don't deal with pre-orders really at all. I wait till everything's on hand. Pokédex says it's raining where he's at. They're on the other side of the state. Ludo says if you notice I don't have any. Because he's talking about the social media for kids and stuff. Uh-oh. What we got here? Got a Hisuian Goodravy. Every time I see that black, I'm thinking it's going to be a black gold rare. Which those were not a huge hit when they first come out, but they're still pretty nice. Come on, Donnie. So we got a few packs to get these big hits. Ooh, nice Pikachu. Looks like when it dropped, the centering got thrown off. The Sleepy P. Was that a... No, I was thinking it was a Saito. Ghost said, I'm starving. My wife made some chicken wings. I'm not a big fan of chicken wings. I mean, I like boneless wings, but I don't like fighting the bones for chicken. Zachary Galloway, Journey Together is the next set, not Rocket. Yeah, I imagine Rocket might be a specialty set, but you know, I haven't looked into that at all. I've just heard about it. What's up, Cali dude? Pat says he's excited about Terastal Festival. It's coming up. After we get through, we've got Lost Origin, then we've got 20 Fusion Strike, and then after that, at least 35 straight Terastal Festival boxes. HK, what do you think about the vending culture? Would you ever vend at a show? I mean, I have in the past. It's a lot of time, a lot of work. Zard, we actually got a light dusting of snow last week. It was 19 to 25 degrees. This week it jumped to 50. So there was snow in the mountains to the west of us, and then that snow like dissipated over my county, and then the county east of us, they all got snow too. So we missed it. We didn't even get it. There was nothing on the ground, just a heavy frost. But then it was 70 degrees 2 days ago. Crazy. Gulf side, a boneless wing is just a chicken nugget. I mean, I don't like chicken nuggets from everywhere, but I mean, a chicken nugget is just kind of like ground up chicken. A wing is more just like the meat, but you got some nice sauce on it. It's been battered. It's more like a short chicken strip, I guess. Like I'll eat the nuggets from like Chick-fil-A, but I'm not a McDonald's chicken nugget fan, if that makes any sense. Like I will take the wing that has already been pulled off of the bone. I don't want to fight the bone and the fat. I want to be able to down them suckers. Luda says the thing with the wing, you have to know how to make them. I'm not saying they don't taste good with the bone in. I just don't want to fight it. Pokey Deck, yeah, we have a couple sets between. My guess is Rocket. It's like Pokemon Go or 151. Normal set in Japan and special set here. Well, I hope it's a high class set. That would be nice. Luda says they have Ice Rain. That's tough on the power lines. Got one pack left for Donnie. Pat says, Russ, do you have a favorite card from Terastal Festival? You know, I mean, I like the Umbreon. Who doesn't, right? I will say the Magneton really stuck out to me. I haven't looked through everything yet, but from what I've seen. Look, we started off with an Arcanine. We're going to finish off with an Arcanine. I mean, I think that Magneton looks really good. Of course, it doesn't have the Umbreon name, so... Ludo says, just make your own chicken nuggets, healthier and cheaper. That would mean I'd have to ground up the chicken that I don't want to ground up. I'd rather just eat the chicken. Now, we make our own chicken strips every now and then. You just have boneless chicken. You cut it up in slices. Put a little bit of flour and milk together. And you throw it in a pan of grease. Super easy. All right, Benjamin, Fusion Strike. Here we go. Ghost says Wendy has some good chicken nuggets too. Yeah, they're not bad. Usually, if I do buy chicken nuggets, I like the ones from Burger King. You can get like 8 or 10 for $1, or used to anyways. Like my kids love the chicken fries, but I used to like the chicken fries too. But now the chicken fries are like rubber and have like big pieces of gristle in them. And they're like 3 times as much as the chicken nugget, which you can get crispy, and it has a nice texture to it. But I don't do any sauce on the chicken nuggets. Like I don't mind like a wing sauce on boneless chicken wings. Like I would probably eat that on chicken nuggets, but barbecue sauce I don't do ketchup at all. And I know some people like doing ranch. It's not my thing. Everybody in my family likes it, but I don't. Zard Lurking says, I wish the rocket set would be booster boxes. It's probably going to make it so much harder buying packs in bulk, plus costs way more. Well, if it's a specialty set, it won't have booster boxes. Zachary says, based on Japan, Rocket would be our second main set, combining Heatwave, Arena, and Glory of Team Rocket from March and April. The black and white should be our special set. Interesting. There's Serena. Ghost said he's going to go eat some wings now. I had steak for supper. We got a couple ribeyes and New York strips. Can of green beans, some rolls, and I think there was something else. Oh, I made some onions for my wife. Oh, we had mac and cheese too. Just Kraft mac and cheese. Pokey Fanboy says good luck on the Fusion Strike packs. Benjamin, if you're in here, let us know, man. Pokemon Fanboy else says Gengar Inc. I hope it happens. So far, just 2 hits in the first 10 packs. Sounds about right for Fusion Strike. Just Yuri says, can never go wrong with McDonald's nuggets. Yeah, my family eats them up. Although, I will say this, after watching on like how it's made, I feel better about the chicken nuggets. Because I was always told it was like some pink goop that they squish out. But the thing that I saw, basically, I mean, it showed something pretty much completely opposite of that. It wasn't showing any bleach, or it's just like ground up chicken where the fat's been cut away and it's just been processed. So John, like saying a burger is a steak. What are you talking about? I mean, you can have hamburger steak. It's pretty good. Lion says, Rusty, are you in North Carolina? Yes, I am. Zard Lurking says, pink goo is supposed to be in their beef patties. Man, how do they do that? I used to love getting a McDouble. Of course, you know, the difference between a McDouble and a double cheese is that second piece of cheese, and it can make all the difference in the world. They don't really taste the same. Maybe that or my taste buds have changed. But I still get a double cheeseburger every now and then. 2 more packs. Come on, Fusion Strike. Let's see, it's a hit. Got a backwards code there. All right, nothing there. Since we'll give you 3 more packs. Throw them in there. Fusion Strike's one of those sets where either you hit big or you don't really hit anything at all. But since none of those are really that great, I'll throw in 3 free packs. Got an Appleton. Got a little something extra. Terastal Festival, it is next. You guys go ahead and call. What's going to be the SAR for the first box? I don't know if you guys have seen many boxes opened up. From what I found, Master Balls are in about half of the boxes. But like, you're definitely not guaranteed a Master Ball. I did have at least 1 SAR in every single box. Some of them had 2. Some of them had an SR and an SAR. All right, Benjamin. Next up, we have Kevin, and he bought 2 Terastal Festival boxes. No bulk. There we go. Let's see what anybody called. Zard Lurking says, watch a documentary called Forks Over Knives. You'll never see processed food the same. Lion says he was just in Statesville. That's not too far from where I'm at. Maybe like 30, 45 minutes. Steve is calling Palafin. Ghost is saying Master Ball's like 1 and 2 boxes. That's what I had from the 20 boxes that I opened up. Steven's calling Ursaluna. Ghost says, want to see Master Ball Umbreon. Tough to pull from what I've seen. I got lucky. I got that on my second box. The first box I had the Vaporeon. The second one I had the Umbreon. And then I think I pulled one more Master Ball. I think I pulled maybe the Flareon. But then after that, all my Master Balls are just like random. See that there. Here we go. Not a Master Ball. Well, we did get an Ursaluna EX. It's not the SAR. Ghost says Roaring Moon. PokeFanboy is also calling Roaring Moon. Zard Lurking is calling Gold Pika. You can get gold cards? I didn't even know you could get gold cards. I didn't pull any gold. Was that Gouging Fire, right? I had to make sure I had enough sleeves for tonight because when we're burning through minimum 10 sleeves every single box, gotta have them lined up. There's a Leafeon. Rachel's calling the Leafeon SAR. Black Bear says Golden Goat is my guess. K Cliff says, hey Kevin, or hey it's Kevin, can you throw in the reverse Pokeball reverses? Alright, we'll put those. I don't think that should affect the weight. I think there was one more before this. There's not a whole lot of reverses in each box. I think I was running into maybe like 3 to 5 per box. Let's see, where was the other one? There's that one right there. I think they will be kind of cool to collect, so we'll pull those out. What's up, Mega Man? Ooh. This is the Terapagos, right? SAR. I think I pulled 2 of those in 20 boxes. Now, I haven't hit a God pack yet. Or a God pack from a box. Nice Hydreigon, and there's a Golden Go. Again, not a Master Ball. What's up, African Veteran? Here we got the Garchomp EX. Hoping we pull a second SAR for you. I think I had that happen maybe 2 or 3 times out of 20 boxes, but it wasn't very often. Got an A-Spec, and I think that one's Iron Hands. I have no idea what the A-Spec is, though. Alright, last pack for the first box. I can't even tell what that is. Is that like an Ogerpon? John says sold out of new set. Possibly. We had 5 left at the beginning of the video. So if you do not see it at that link right there up top, then yeah, it might be sold out. I put a limit on 40 boxes for tonight. Dean says, bought cards from you years ago, brother. Got to say thanks again. Well, thanks for the business, dude. All right, box number 2. Feel free to throw more guesses in there if you guys want to. John says, what are your repacks? I think it has it in the description, like if you click on the individual item. But I basically took 10 packs from, or I took 100 packs from 10 different sets, pulled all the hits out, and then it worked out to like 43 different lots where I had 9 hits, plus I added in a WB promo. Now, the best hit, which I believe was the Lugia V, that one's been pulled. I know a few of the Charizards have been pulled. As far as I know, I think the main hits that are big that are still left, there's like a Venusaur 151, maybe a Charizard 151. I can't remember what else, if there's much beyond that. But like some, I believe three of the big hits have been pulled. There's a Flareon. Because we pulled the Lugia V last week. but you're guaranteed 9 hits plus a WB promo. What's the name of that? I've seen this one because I pulled it, but I didn't look up what the name of it was. African Veteran says, do you recommend pre-ordering this set in English? I mean, if you're going to do it, just make sure you do it from somebody that will fill your order. From what I hear, there's a lot of people like canceling this stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to do any pre-orders. Like, I've pre-ordered from my distributors, but, like, I'm not selling pre-orders, if that makes sense. Nice Iron Hands. Got an A-Spec and a Garchomp. Man, I looked up that Umbreon Master Ball earlier. Dude, that thing was... It was like over $200. Which is... That's kind of crazy. Because that's about what the Moonbreon was. Nice Jolteon. 2 packs to go, Kevin. There's the Palafin. One more. Steve is it. Forge and Fire put up pre-orders for the Team Rocket set today. 6.5 months before release. That's crazy. People love Umbreon. Alright, last pack. Got a Noctowl and another Ogerpon. So no Master Ball. Alright, Kevin. We'll get your stuff put in here. We'll get your order out tomorrow. Ludo says, only need 4 packs personally. I hear you on that one. Alright, Andrew, same thing. He picked up 2 boxes, no bulk. I'm ready to see a God pack, man. Does anybody know what the approximate odds are on those? Has anybody opened up enough or seen enough boxes opened up? I'm 0 for 22 so far. Alright, let me know what you think the SAR is going to be. An A-Spec and another Ogerpon. We're going to see a lot of these EXs repeated tonight. Ludo says, I love Scyther and Cloyster, OK, and Moltres. African Veteran says, pre-orders are basically interest-free loans, so it makes sense from a business perspective. So we see that one again. That's the second one of those. Does anybody know the name of this? I know I asked it last time, but I don't think I saw it. Unknown says, hey, won my first auction with Gixxon. Thanks again for sharing that service. Yeah, man, it's great. Ooh, Espeon Master Ball. Dang, man. That's a good one. Andrew, are you in the chat? Jane says, 1 Demi God pack per case, 120. 1 out of 20. So what's a demigod pack? Zard lurking called Espeon. You got the Espeon Master Ball. There's a Magneton. Rachel is calling the Flareon SAR. Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Okay, so I guess it is an Ogerpon, huh? There's the Jolteon. I wonder if you can get 2 Master Balls in a single box. I haven't seen that. There's another Ursaluna. Andrew says, he is here. Let's go. You got anything that you're in particular looking for? the some other guy. Zard lurking called the Espeon. You did, man. Wasn't the SAR, but you got the Espeon Master Ball. Programmers, member for 28 months. Says, I received my contest prize. Thank you so much. Yeah, you got to keep that wife happy. He was trying to re-gift it. Can't be doing that. Jan says 3 evolutions. Oh, okay. Well, I think I saw one where it was like the dude pulled like all SARs, which that was kind of crazy. Programmers gifted 5 memberships. Of course you did, man. Definitely appreciate it. He says, just looking for variety. That's the best part of a new set is I can't get dupes yet. There you go. John was gifted a membership. Cryptomon, B-Dubs, Lorenozo, and Chance 6. So if you were in the chat just lurking, well, you are now officially a TCA Gaming member thanks to programmers. Zard says, everyone don't forget to mega punch that the like button. Yeah, that Master Ball was really nice. Still got one more box. See if we can get out of here. All right. Ooh, we got an Umbreon, and I don't know who that is, but it looks pretty nice. Maybe we'll get a second SAR in here. That'd be killer. Number 230. Jazz, we just pulled an Umbreon. Wasn't the one you were looking for. Who's this guy? I don't even know who that is. Ooh, you got a double SAR box, man. Is that Gardevoir? See, I think I've only hit like 3 of those so far. So you did pretty good there. Man, it looks nice. A lot of purple flaring out on it. Jazz says the name is Kieran. Happy Hooker Rod says, bought last box. Well, at least I was billed for it. Alright, sounds like we are sold out. So we'll just be opening up boxes that have been bought. If you bought the last one, man, you got to wait for a little bit. There's the Sylveon EX. Andrew says, can't ask for much more than this, but I won't say no to a third SAR. I haven't seen that yet, but who knows, right? There's a Gardevoir. Yeah, that purple was definitely popping on the Gardevoir. What is up, West Bragg? Good to see you in here, dude. Not a Master Ball. There's the Gouging Fire. Andrew says, I think the Wug Trio you just pulled had the Master Ball on it. Let me go back and check it. There's Glaceon. Alright. There's Groudon. Wug Trio. No, but I mean, if you want it, I'll pull it out. You just let me know. Doesn't have the Master Ball. And then we're going to go with, is that Monkey Dory? I think that's Monkey Dory. Here, let me pull it out just in case. Wug Trio. Once I put it in this box, it'll all be lost. Not too bad of a stack. You got your 3 SARs. That Gardevoir, I didn't pull that one earlier. That's pretty cool. Matthew, you're going to be next. He's got 8 boxes. He bought 8 boxes. Whew. I'm going to go turn on the AC because I've got it on heat, so I'm going to be right back. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot better. All right, so we'll do 2 boxes at a time, and he's keeping all of his bulk. So I'm gonna try to preserve the box, put the bulk back in there. That way I can make sure I've got everything going on there, just the way we need to. All right, Tom says we need to see some evolutions in these big 8. Yeah, let me see. See if this pull strip actually works. Oh, that's a pretty good pull strip. There we go. Wait, I like to put them on the back side. Makes it a whole lot easier for me to open. I hope we see some evolutions too. I'm going to go back. I might sleeve all his in a team bag. Except the SAR. Ooh, there we go. Got an evolution right off the bat. And it's the Eevee. Well, I guess not evolution. It's just Eevee. Bam. Zachary says, with no guarantees on Pokeball reverses, they all will hold value, not just the master. There's that Magneton. Oh yeah, put that one there. Zard says, let's pull both Umbreon Master and SIR. That would be cool. Westbragg says, what was that Vaporeon Master Ball that Rusty pulled a few days ago worth? I think it's about like a $30 or $40 card. It's nothing crazy. The Umbreon, I looked that up earlier. I think it's like 200 bucks. There's a Monkey Dory and there's an SR. I don't know who that dude is, but there he is. There's a nice Master Ball. Got the Totodile. See that bad boy? Put a sleeve on the Master Balls too. Raging Bolt. Westbragg says, Ardler. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. Tom, okie dokie, not Monkey Dory. Yeah, I messed that one up then. There's the regular EX. I want to say GX. Man, hasn't been GX for a while. That was Sun and Moon era, right? Gen 6. And then there's the Tyranitar. Alright, so let me put the bulk back in there. Then I'll put these in one of these. Put that in the box. Shut it up. We'll move on to box number 2. You guys help me keep count. Oh yeah, Gen 6 was XY because Black and White was 5. Sun and Moon was 7. Then Sword Shield, Scarlet, Violet. Man, we're almost in Generation 10. Dang it. Alright, there we go. Matt, are you in here, man? Or Matthew, are you in here? Is this Matthew Smee that I'm looking at? There's a Palafin. Jolteon. That looks like a CD. What is that? That's a Pokemon card? I mean, I guess trainers. There's all kinds of just random things for trainers. Even Gust of Wind had a Pokeball in it, though. Or a Caterpie in it. West Bragg says, we love when you chime in on our comments, too. Well, what did you say? Did you see the vid where Neon Cactus let his wife open a box and did just that? Pulled the Umbreon Master and SIR? I don't even know who Neon Cactus is. Ooh, nice looking Alakazam. It's just the regular, but still. Neon Cactus. So, this might sound weird, but like I've heard that Post Malone and who was it? Katy Perry got a Pokemon card. There might have been somebody else too. Like I had no idea who Post Malone was. Like I had heard of Katy Perry because of that song Firework. I think that's what it is. My kids like singing that one. Ooh, look at that. Bam. Got the Sylveon. Yeah, buddy. Nice one. But I had no idea who that dude Post Malone was. I was like, why is he on a Pokemon card? Then I found out he's like a rapper. And I was like, ooh, got the Umbreon, but not the Master Ball. I thought for sure. So Westbrack says Neon Cactus opens Japanese packs mainly. Oh, well, I don't really watch people open packs, even though, you know, that's what we do here. Dang, dude. Got an SR too? Doing pretty good. Matt, so far, had 2 pretty decent boxes. 6 to go. We'll get all of the big hits. Maybe we'll jump through them there again at the end. This way, if you're not in here, Matt, you can kind of see it all at the end if you want. But then I heard Post Malone in a country song the other day on the radio. He's got a pretty cool voice, I will say. About just ripped out my Yeti. African Veteran says, how do you not know Post Malone? That's crazy. I don't, man, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just not, if they're not on a country music station, like, man, another Umbreon reverse, not the Master Ball though. I'm just not that much into like what's out there. Like I said, when Logan Paul contacted me for the first time, like, I had no idea who he was before then. And since then, I realized, you know, he's like a big deal. You know, he's like one of the biggest deals out there. But I didn't know who he was. Ludo says, we know Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I know Backstreet Boys. I know Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Happy Hooker Rods. I think he uses auto-tune. Man, I don't care. As long as they put something online or on the radio that I like, you know, it is what it is. Now, if I end up going to a concert and it sucks, then I think that'll speak for itself. There's a Feraligatr and a Jolteon. Westbrack says, Rusty, you like Posty? That's cool. I mean, I don't know. I heard the one song he was kind of like a singer in. He was like, it was a country song. I want to say he was featured in it. There's Goldingo. But I can't remember what it was. But, like, I'm not a rap. I don't really listen to rap. It's not my thing. There's some old school stuff that ain't too bad. Zachary says, nothing crazy about it all. Lots of people just living their lives away from pop culture and the internet. Oh, we got a gold card. Nice. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a gold card. So, I guess you can get a gold card and an SAR. Man, that is some texture, dude. Wow. I mean, it's off-center. That's kind of surprising how much texture there is. Like, it really stands out looking at this in person. Like, super embossed. If it was my card, I'd be feeling it. Rusty, do you like the singer Jelly Roll? I do know some of his songs. Ooh, a nice Master Ball Metagross. But he can be a bit vulgar for me at times. But I think some of his songs, I mean, they're pretty spot on with like reality, with what people are dealing with and going through. African Veteran said he was infamous for the Suicide Force video before that. I think you're talking about Logan Paul, right? I have heard of that since then. Purple Raikou says, hey y'all, what's up, dude? Ghost says not a fan of Logan Paul, to be honest. Didn't his brother just like fight Mike Tyson maybe? That might have been, if that was a big thing, it wouldn't surprise me because I think I saw it on my Roku TV, kind of like advertised or something like that. All right, box number 4 for Matthew. 4 of 8. Ghost said, yeah, the gold cards pop. Gold Pika looks sick. Now I want to pull that card. D-Town Relic says, have you gotten any black labels from BGS before? Just one. It was a Charizard V that my daughter pulled. Just Yuri said, yeah, you beat him, unfortunately. I assume you're saying Logan Paul beat Mike Tyson. I want to say my wife had told me that he had beat him. Or maybe I heard that somewhere else. But I thought I had also heard somewhere that the fight had been canceled. Or, I don't know. See, I'm just too far out of the stuff to hold a conversation about it. A nice Vaporeon EX. Steve says, Umbreon Pokeball regular is about 20 plus. May want to sleeve. You got it, man. Try to pull that one aside. It's a Dunsparce, and then there's the regular Umbreon EX. D-Town Relics. Wow, that is epic. Did you send a lot? I've sent a few submissions to BGS, but no, I've never sent that many. West Bragg says, I think it was a fixed fight. Just Yuri says at some point it was postponed. Man, none of that stuff would surprise me. I'm surprised like how much money people get paid for some of those fights. Mike Tyson has to be old. Happy Hooker Rods, do you think PSA will ever add subgrades? I don't know why they would, man. I'm not sure. There's some people out there who like them a little bit, but I think it really just muddies up the label itself. I am not a fan. Steve is it. Have you tried tag grading? Thoughts on them either way? I have not tried them before. I've heard some pretty good stuff though. They're the ones with like that really clear case, right? He said, just sure he says Logan Paul would try to fight Muhammad Ali if he could. Well, got to fight some younger guys. All right, that was box number 4. Still got 4 to go for Matthew. Where are we at? We should be... Yeah, we're still at Matthew here. I don't think I'm going to actually need 2 of these, but... Let's put these 4 boxes off to the side. African Veteran says, did you hear about the BGS CEO going to jail? I think I saw the video by Rattle about it where he pled guilty to like some kind of thing that was dealing with billions of dollars with a B. It's like, whoa, now that's a lot of money. Which he's wrapped up in a lot of other stuff too, you know, not just Pokemon or just grading. I would think you'd have to be, right? BGS being a billion-dollar company, that doesn't seem feasible to me, but I don't know. I mean, CGC's a billion-dollar company, right? PSA's getting there. There's the walking wake. African Veteran said, did you... Oh, wait. I just read that. Steve, is it... Yeah, the case is etched instead of paper label too. What was he talking about? Oh, tag grading. That's what it is. Etched is cool. Yeah. I mean, I'd have to see it in person. I almost don't like... So one thing that is annoying about CGC cases versus PSA cases is they're so clear. Like, it makes it... You have to clean the case to get a nice picture before you can scan it in. Whereas I don't have to clean the PSA case because it's all frosty. So that's something that's nice for selling. It makes it way easier. But I guess once you clean it, I mean, it can really make your card pop. Happy Hooker Rod says, BGS needs to get rid of the 9.5s. It's ridiculous. Well, they were going to, but they had a lot of people react, right? And then CGC followed through and did it. And I think, for me, that was the big transition that had me grading a whole lot more with CGC. Man, it looks pretty good. I can't tell what all is going on there, but still a nice SAR. Holiday season, do you have the rough estimate on the price PSA would charge to grade a Legendary Collections pack? All you got is you go submit. I think it's $30 for typical packs under $500, so it'd probably jump up to about $50 a pack, I would think. But then you also have to pay for shipping there, shipping back. There might be a few other charges stuck in there too. Did you guys notice when we pulled those SARs with an A-Spec, the A-Spec was actually behind it? HK, I like how PSA provides scans now, easy to list on eBay. Yeah, I'm glad that they did that. I know CGC's been doing it for a while, and it makes me wonder if like they kind of pushed PSA to do it, because I feel like there's things like, even if you don't like grading with CGC, I believe there are things that PSA is doing simply because PSA or CGC like jumped in and started grading cards. Why did I put the monkey door over here? Put that one right there. And vice versa. I bet there's things that CGC does that they saw that PSA was doing, right? And of course they had to model a lot of the things off of them. Like, I think that's why they changed. They saw how the PSA 10 was kind of like your standard grade. With modern cards, it's almost like a participation type thing, especially for Japanese stuff. And that's why I think the Pristine 10 brings a good price. But with the old cards, man, it's tough because there's so many. I mean, let's be honest, there's some 9.5s that should have stayed 9.5s that should have never made it up to 10s when they changed over. Especially on these lower pop WotC cards that are pretty tough to grade. Like, there's a reason a Chansey first edition base set PSA 10 is going to bring like 15 times what I think I just got one in from like PGC or something gets. Like, there's a huge premium. I think there was about 5 different topics I discussed right there, all in the same little rant that we could probably go on and on for hours. Zachary says, as long as we're not pushing ace grading, that dude's cringe grading his own cards. Yeah, I don't know anything about ace grading. Well, that's Randolph, isn't it? Ace? I think that's who it is. I've never used ace grading, but I've had people tell me to make my own grading company. It's like, dude, that it just sounds awful. Like having to do that. And then what do you do with all the stuff that you want to grade yourself? Do you grade it yourself? Do you trust yourself more than somebody else to be unbiased? West Bragg says, crazy how Rudy is giving away booster boxes when you grade cards with his company. See, I didn't even know he was doing that. Holiday season, thank you for taking the time to answer. Yeah, no problem. If I didn't answer it fully, just ask it again, because, like I said, sometimes I'll veer off in the left field. African veteran said, oh, he said, did you see him throwing the boxes? That was hilarious. No, I did not see that one. I don't typically watch the videos where he's opening stuff. What is this? It almost looks like the Terapagos that I'm seeing right here, but he's long instead of round. So I don't know what's going on with that one. Isaac says, does anyone know when the English version of this comes out? I'm sure it's already been answered. Wow, got a double SAR pack? I didn't even know that was possible. Got 2 SARs. Wow, that was cool. January, says PokeFanboy. Yeah, I think it's Prismatic Evolutions. That was cool. African says, apparently he ate cereal out of a Magic the Gathering box once, but I didn't get to see that, or I didn't see that. How do you do that? Does the milk not go through the box? I was not expecting that double SAR box. I guess it makes sense, because probably, thinking back, probably every SAR pack that I'd opened where it was a double SAR box, they had a trainer. So I guess if they stick them in different spots in the pack, I guess that happens? I don't know. I'll listen to Rudy anytime he like puts up a Pokemon video, unless he's opening stuff. But to be honest, sometimes he says some stuff that's just not correct with Pokemon. Like he might be close, like he's knocking on the right door, but overall usually what he says, I mean, it's pretty smart. Just like buy stuff and hold it till it goes up. Then you can sell if you need to, but if you just keep holding, you're probably going to be fine. And that works for the most part with Pokemon. Let me get some water over here. Zachary Galloway says, yeah, Randolph with his custom labels, pumps it hard, even says they sell for over PSA sometimes, so he values them at PSA prices. I think it's hard to value any company's 10 like a PSA 10. They just get so much more volume, and like while the BGS Black label is going to bring higher than any other 10, and then the pristine CGC 10 usually beats out the PSA 10, and that's not always the case. PSA 10 is going to be way more consistent than either one of those in the market, and I'd probably say that in magnitudes, right? So I think while you might be able to compare individual cards, I think it's got to be very clear that the condition is there, and that card is going to hold a certain rarity value that's not tied directly to like the PSA low pop scarcity. So like a T17, I guarantee you that an Ace 10 is not going to bring anywhere near what a T17, the Typhlosion 17 from Neo Genesis would in a PSA 10, right? Like there's just too many set collectors that value that card, whereas you're not going to have hardly any, I would think, set registry collectors for Ace. Like CGC barely has, you know, anything that can touch the PSA registry. They've started one, but it's going to take years and years and years to build that up. And you're going to need consistency too. It's like BGS. I mean, do they even have a registry where you can build sets and collections and that kind of stuff? Like I've never personally looked at it, because the few times I've looked at their site, it's been pretty rough. It wouldn't surprise me if they built out that part of their website. I hope they have. Snorlax says, hey Rusty, how do you feel about stocking up on Paul D and Fate? Sealed products for the long term. I know Bubble Mew has skyrocketed, but just curious about your long term opinion. So I am getting dangerously low on my Paul D and Fates. Like I was very surprised at how little of that product I had left. I don't know if I do it just for Bubble Mew, but it's nice to have a chase like that. I hope they have another reprint in the future. I don't think it's so far out that we couldn't see that. They did it for Crown Zenith, and you could get elite trainers pretty much unlimited amounts. Alex, yeah, he's spot on. In the ballpark says some stuff. I'm laughing opening my packs. John, gotta love that Sync juice. Everything you're describing is news to me. Nice, got a Master Ball. Got the Groudon. So African Veteran says BGS does have a registry. So do they have like set registry though? Like, can you collect a set of, will they have this newest Terastal Festival set where you can grade it and you can construct a set for, say, like all the hollows or the complete set? I don't know if that makes any sense. Because I don't know anybody who does that for BGS. Like, I could see it, if anything, like they should at least have it for like base set. Because that's going to be the kind of thing where people might have a set of that stuff. I know people who collected the base set from a while back, but I don't ever remember them having a set registry. West Bragg, PSA, Beckett, and CGC are the only graders that matter, and I know that not being a card grading person. They're definitely like the lion's. Well, I mean, PSA is going to have the majority of the market, and then I think CGC and BGS are still relevant for the amount of the market that they have. However, anything below that, you're really you're going to take a big risk, I think, grading with them if you're doing it just for value and you're trying to maximize your value. I think there are ways that you can with some of these smaller companies, but it's going to be a tougher road. So the stack of cards that you're sending to each company needs to be catered to kind of what the card is. And for the most part, BGS, CGC, and PSA are going to cover them. But in my opinion, CGC and PSA cover just about everything. I tried out Diamond Service Grading, and I'm going to get back my submission hopefully next week. And when I do, I'm going to do a review on it based off of what we have there. And I don't know if we're going to see much of an uptick in price, but the last time I graded with Diamond Service Grading, I did see some benefit from it because they had a short turnaround time. So I was able to grade cards and still able to sell them for more than even what I'm selling those same cards in CGC and PSA now because of when it was graded. So there are times where it can be very applicable for these smaller grading companies, but it's just such a small window for where if you're doing it for value that it actually works out. HK, BGS needs to improve their turnaround time still. I would think they'd be, unless they're just getting high volume, it should be pretty decent. Alex, haha, I traded a ton of playables today. Pokestop is $5. Here's the Eevee. African Veteran says, anyone else like MNT slabs? I don't think I've heard of that one. Yeah, that's great. Maybe we'll get one last Master Ball for Matthew. Zachary says, I went heavy on Paul D and Fates when it was cheap. Definitely not buying at 60 plus per ETB. Yeah, I think I just sold a 36-pack lot for $249 or something like that, 99. And so I'm just holding off because that's almost up $100 from, well, it's up $80 from what I was selling them at just a few weeks ago. David said, are you going to have any more boxes of Terastal for sale soon? Most likely it will be, we did get one more Master Ball. Most likely it will be next Tuesday. I'll save them for the next stream and I'll have them available Monday night. if between now and then the prices come back down, it might help out the price. But if we don't see a lot of boxes coming out, then they very well could spike. African Veteran says their slabs are like BGS but nicer, and he's talking about MNT, I believe. Last pack, nice. Got another Gardevoir. That was a pretty good run there, Matthew. You got a Sylveon, you got a double SAR pack. Some other pretty decent stuff too, I thought. Alex says BGS has my favorite slab feel-wise. I think I'm so used to the size and feel of PSA and CGC that's why most of my collection is there. I've got a few BGS cards in my personal collection, but it's not that many. I'm going to mark this out right here. Make sure those 8 boxes go with Matthew. Here, we'll go back over these again like I said I would. There's a Master Ball 1, 2 Master Balls, 3, 4. So you went 4 for 8. You hit roughly half. Well, exactly half. Not too bad, Matt. Let me pull this off here. We can reuse that thing if I can get it off. Might be stuck on there now. Alright, who is next? We have Fuak. I probably messed that up bad. Alright, he wants no bolt. Alex says, I like CGC overall the most. You know, I'm actually going through doing inventory. And I was really surprised to see that over half of my inventory is now CGC. I've got roughly 3,500 unique listings that are for graded cards. And a lot of my back stock is also CGC. It surprised me, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I've been doing a lot more grading with them over PSA in recent years. But I never thought it would have overtook it like that. It could also speak to the fact that PSA just may be selling better, right? And I've just got extra CGC stuff lying around. Nice. Got another gold card, and look at that. It's that same one. Valerian, got this guy. Ludo says, I like MNT, tougher than PSA. I'll be honest, if you tell me that they're tougher than PSA, like, why would I want that? That means they're going to have a lower grade, and they're from, like, a company that's not as known, or not well known. African says, never like PSA slabs. Like my slab cards to be sleeved so they don't move around. I could see that, but I mean, you're already in plastic. That would just be inside of plastic, inside of plastic. But I get, well, okay, the moving around part. That was your point, and I completely glazed over that, so I get it, because you can damage them, but it takes a lot of movement to actually damage them. Alex says, I collect Charmanders, or Charmander. I like my Charmanders in red often, but otherwise I like CGC. It's crazy how certain slabs, like, they definitely work better for specific Pokemon. What the heck is that? What is this? Looks like a green jelly bean tiki with a couple of Moana eyes. The Heart of Tafiti. Alright, last pack. Master Ball and an SAR. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. So we got one more box for Fuak. If you guys, if I'm saying that wrong, tell me how you would say it. But you know, put it in like those pronunciation letters. Like if you wanted to say pecan, you do P-E-E-C-A-N. Well, I guess that's about right. Udo says hunting mint graded M&T graded cards as 9 is way cheaper than 10. Then you can cross over. If they do it. Oh man, I was wrecked on a recent PSA crossover. It cost me $1,300 and I whiffed on the entire submission. I was like, and I had selected from some of the very best CGC cards that I had. I couldn't believe it. I was like, not a one. I mean, it was only 6 cards, but they were just high end. Maybe they were extra harsh on them. I find it funny when you try to cross over with CGC that PSA has a list of all these different companies, but they don't have CGC in there. You have to list it as other. But it has BG. I mean, it's got several other companies, but they don't have CGC in there. Man, another Master Ball SAR pack. Was that the? Oh, that's the other one. Ogre Pawns. Alex says, I'm thinking it's Machelati and the Gardevoir is Iron Valiant. Oh, yeah, Iron Valiant. There we go. Sorry. If I see Gouging Fire again, don't be surprised if I call it Entei. Same thing for like the Walking Wake. Zard Lurking says, anyone know what the Gold Pika is selling for raw? I have no idea. I don't have one of those. African Veteran says, waifu. Is it? Iron Tusks, Garchomp. Or Great Tusk, not Iron Tusk. Nick says 1,300. Holy moly. 1,300 bucks? Rusty, you seem to get wrecked a lot by PSA. At times. Actually, I did pretty decent on this last sealed pack submission. I mean, my 1999 2000 packs didn't do well, but I still got a decent amount of 10s and 9s, I think, on the rest of the packs. But yeah, I'll have these streaks where I just get wrecked over and over again by PSA, and I'm like, all right, let me just stop, because if you get hit by PSA, it's like a bigger hit than the other grading companies. Because they cost more, right? All right, here we go. We'll just run through your main hits again. You went 2 for 2 on your Master Balls. You got 2 SRs, or 2 SARs, 1 SR, and 1 UR Ultra Rare. But I have submitted a whole lot more with PSA recently. Because, I mean, it's hard to deny the difference in value on certain cards. Like, I've got Snorlax Z's that I've sent to CGC, and I've got some to go to PSA. I rarely get pristine 10s, but if I do, of course, that's got a bigger price. The majority of my grades that come back are going to be CGC 10, maybe 9.5s. But if I get PSA 10s, then there's like a $50 difference in value there. But, you know, it's just like, am I going to get as many PSA 10s as I will get CGC 10s? Usually not, but if I do, sometimes I will. And, you know, that really works out in my favor. All right, next up we have Donnie. He is back again. Donnie, if you've made the chat, we are to your 5 Terastal Festival boxes. Ludo says the other reason is because I live in Canada, so cheapest way to get graded cards, but I stopped back in 2021. No grading for 3 years. That's tough. West Bragg, rest of them tops 10s are tempting. Yeah, so I got 3 up now, and then 2 more should be going up Sunday night. And so that will, if you want to buy the entire set, you can complete it. Nice. Got a trainer SAR. Nick, what made it cost $1,300? Oh, you're talking about that's just what they charged for the crossover because of the value. It was like, it was a Super Express, which it took them a while. Once they it got there, it took them like a week to scan it in. And then they did it the same day. But it was like $300 a card or $200 a card, 250, something like that, plus return shipping. It was over $1,300. And that's just to review, so they don't do anything, you know, if it doesn't get it. That's another reason a lot of times you can't, like, it's worth it to go with another company, because once you get into those higher value cards, PSA, I mean, the price that they charge just goes up. I mean, it skyrockets. So that was 6 cards, $1,300 on a crossover. And I had went through, I've got, I don't know, 12 boxes full of CGC and 10s that probably, I'd say 70% of them are pristines, but then the other 30%, you know, I went through different cards, seeing which ones were worth it to give a shot. And I pulled out any that I didn't think could get the PSA 10. Man, we need to get some more evolutions. We're getting a lot of these masks. So I thought they had a decent shot, but otherwise I wouldn't have risked it for the $1,300. But even if one of those had crossed to the PSA 10, I think it would have paid for the entire order. So it was like an all or nothing type deal. Ghost says, my last PSA turn was one of my best. Sorry if I missed your chat. It looked like it might have jumped down. I'm trying to. Hey man, at least you got some value out of your 1,300. Dropped $1,000 on a flight recently. I got no value. I got my cards back the exact same way I sent them. They were all deemed less than a 10 grade. So dropped on a flight. Well, that actually gives you some value because you got to go somewhere, right? My last PSA return was the best. I pulled the 10 on the Dark Charizard and Hollow Slow King from Southern Mines. That's really good, dude. That is definitely amazing. I think you had told me about the Zard, but I didn't realize you got the Dark Slow King too. Zard Lurking says his 10 rate is usually pretty good. Mine's not too good on WotC hollows. WOTC. Box number 2? Or is this box? Yeah, this is box number 2. Ludo says, I only graded once with PSA through Ludkins back in 2020. Took a year to get back my VMAX Charizard in a 10. Yeah, that was PSA's fault there. But they're a lot faster now. So far, we've just seen an Eevee and Sylveon. Oh, and now we've seen a Leafeon. Oops. That wasn't a Master Ball, no. That Leafeon's up in a tree. Like for me, I've actually, out of the 20 boxes I opened up, I'm sending off anything that looks like, I mean, this one looks really good. Like I would send this to CGC because I think if it can pull the pristine, it's going to have a really good value. If it's slightly off center, then I'm probably just sending it to PSA because they're usually pretty lenient with Japanese cards that are slightly off center. If it's more than off center, then I'm gonna just send it to CGC anyways, because if it grades 9 or lower, then I'd rather pay less money to have it graded. Now that doesn't always work, but that's kind of where I'm at. Tuesday never gets that, or I usually never get that email for the upcharge. They will upcharge as well if it grades low and it was just in the wrong category. Wait, wrong one. There we go. Matthew says, thanks, Rusty, at work, so jumped in and out of the stream when able. I think you did pretty good, man. I mean, nobody's pulled the Umbreon yet. You had the best shot. Happy Hooker Rods, how are you not bending the cards when you open them packs like that? Makes me nervous. Just experience, dude. I'm grabbing it right here, making sure the cards are right there, and when I hold it, it just pops. I can't do that with 5 card packs because it can bend them. But with 10 card packs, I love the high class packs, man. Zard, these Evolution SCRs are going to go for big money for first to market PSA 10s. Yeah, I think they will too. Problem with the Pristines as well is I'm probably going to stick them in my personal collection rather than sell them, which that should be what I should do. Nice Umbreon. Alright, next 3 boxes. Oh yeah, there we go. Ghost says he really likes the Leafeon. It looks great. Yeah, I think it does too. What's up, Mo2? We got some vintage, man. Leafeon in a tree. Treefeon. You guys think we'll ever have another Leafeon or Evolution? Like, you think we could get a Dragon type or something like that? Zard Lurking says Flareon and Leafeon are his favorite evolutions. I'm with Jim Mint, man. I think Jolteon is a beast. I mean, I like Umbreon too. I like that ever since it come out. But Jolteon, that was always where it was at when I was growing up. African Veteran says he likes Crown Zenith Leafeon better, but that one's nice too. Got the Master Ball Whimsicott. You guys think we'll get Master Balls on the English side? Probably not. It'd be nice if we did, though. Maybe they heard the outcry from 151. Did you even consign MNT graded cards? If it's graded, I will consign it. If I see some kind of obvious issue, like a card that's graded a 10, but it's like a 6, then that ain't going to happen. Leafeon gets some great artworks. He does. African Veteran says I have a Leafeon plush right behind me. I'm not a plush guy usually. An SR pack. Have we been guaranteed to get an SAR? In addition, like if we get a trainer SR or SAR, like you're always going to get a Pokemon SAR. Zard Lurking says it looks different on camera. He's definitely not bending them. This is how I open up all my packs. Moto says I pre-order a booster box case of Journey Together for $6.47. Dude, I don't even know what Journey Together is. Is that the set after Surging Sparks? Ghost says I have one BGS Black Label I bought in 2019 for $1,200, the SV49. Dude, I think you got a killer price. Based off of what Black Labels go for, you know? African said I'd like to see a Ghost type evolution for sure. Alex says his favorite is Jolteon. That one kind of looks neat. SAR red-haired dude. Westbreak says, any news on the Team Rocket set that is supposed to be coming out soon? I thought it was supposed to be like into next year. But no, I don't have any news on it. John says Dragon Eevee. Okay, we could do that. And then he evolves into dual dragon types for all of the other evolutions. Ghost says Ghost or Dragon type for the next evolution. Please. Milotic, Gouging Fire. Or that's a mask, right? Christopher Ondo says guaranteed Pokemon SAR. Ooh, that looks nice. Roaring Moon. You know, you pretty much got the Salamence. What's the price sticker on that one? West Bragg, that goes no fairy type. We already got fairy. That's Sylveon. Journey Together is after Prismatic Evolutions. Okay. So yeah, so that'll be the next main set. So I guess that would release in what, February? Over here, get ready to say February. It's easier to say than February though. Flareon Master Ball, nice. There we go. David, I love Espeon, and my best friend loves Umbreon. Gen 1 Jolteon all day. Gen 1 I'm Jolteon all day. Pokemon got rid of Fairy type. They got rid of Dragon type too, so who knows what they'll bring back. Alright, last box for Donnie. Kyle says, I made it. Don't worry, we still got plenty of Terastal to open up. John says, Ancient Evolution would be interesting. Yeah, it could be. Some of those have done well. Nick says, I'd like a Steel type Evolution. They could easily do it, right? Got 2 water types. Got the Glaceon and the Vaporeon. Here's an Eevee. Happy Hooker Rod says, I think Team Rocket landing in May. I heard. Yeah, that sounds about right from what I think I've heard somebody else say. But I have no information from distribution. I don't even ask them anymore. PokeBeach will have it before me. I'll get a post in my IG feed somewhere. First SAR. Looking forward to the trainer Pokemon set. Man, how many sets have been announced? Viz D says, pretty sure English Master Ball reverses are confirmed. Yes. That would be sweet. Just gives a little extra something. Haha. It was the last box, Donnie. You pulled it. You got the Umbreon. So like this one to me, I would send this to PSA. The centering is just enough off that I think that it might avoid the CGC pristine, but it is still very well centered. I think this could still get the PSA 10, no problem. Look at that. Oh. Big hit, Donnie. You guys were asking for evolutions, and you got it. Ursaluna, last pack. God pack time. Nope. All right, man. Congrats. Let me get this stuff put up for you. I'm going to go over your main hits again. You had 1, 2. You went 3 for 5 on Master Balls. Most of your boxes had 2 big hits in them, though. Yeah, Donnie. I think this is the same Donnie that bought those packs in the beginning, too. All right, next up we have Brandon. You guys don't let me put away his bulk because he is keeping it. Oh, he just bought one box. There we go. There's Donnie. Let's go. It's Rookie. Did you get auto-corrected for your name? Yeah, if you go to... Yeah, the D and the R are pretty close. Donnie. Oh, yeah. Definitely had to be an autocorrect from Donnie to Rookie. Congrats, man. I think I saw that one was around like $225, $250, something like that raw. Yep, co-worker typed it in. Nice, you're at work. Did you guys say this was one of those mask cards? Got that one there. But congratulations, dude. You're the first one to get it tonight. Hoping we see a few more. Maybe we'll see this gold Pika these guys are talking about. Sleeve that one up. Or put that one at least with the hollows inside the piece. Somebody said that was had some decent value to it. So what is the gold Pika worth? I know somebody else asked that earlier. How does that one compare anyways? To like the Moonbryon that we just pulled. The gold cards are not seeming to be very easy to pull. There's the Magneton. That's the one I was talking about. I thought it looks pretty good. That Roaring Moon looked pretty good too though. I hadn't seen that one before. Alright, last pack for Brandon. Maybe we can get him a trainer SAR. Ursaluna. Alright, so let me put these in his box. Put these up in here. There we go. And then we're going to have, I can't see the next name yet. We have Nicole next. Nicole, if you're in the chat, say hi. And let us know what you might want to pull. Nicole is also keeping the bulk. Bam, there we go. Is most everybody here from the United States right now? I think we got a few people in here from Canada. But do we have anybody in here from like Australia or Europe? Gardevoir or Iron Valiant. What's up? Market got it all. I wonder what the big hit on this one's going to be. There's the Glaceon. This one feels a little thicker. Is it? Nope. Nothing there. I wish my hands were sensitive enough that they could feel it out. Got the mask. There's a lot of these masks in this set. Justin says, I'm from Montana. It's basically Canada. Hey, man, I saw your comment about your pulls. That was pretty brutal on those 151 packs. Sorry you had to go through that. Especially since the prices on those have spiked pretty good. Ghost said, Unlisted Leaf used to pop into our chat here. Did he? Did I miss Unlisted Leaf? Must have been a little while too, though. I definitely... he's been here to my house one time. That's when he was doing like the Collecticons. Let me get these back out. There we go. Give him a little extra bulk. Put these in here. Give him a different one. I almost put the bulk in the wrong spot. There's one. So we'll leave that here, and then we'll just leave out the main hit in case we get another main hit here. Ghost at Australia, it would be morning right now, I believe. John said you can always scan the box. What do you mean scan the box? What does that do? You talking about this? If we scan that box, does it give us anything? Visdy, personally, I like the Blood Moon SAR the best, even over the Umbreon. I didn't even notice that it was a Blood Moon. Joe says, love this boring openings. It happens, man. If y'all got questions for me, throw them in the chat. I'll ramble about stuff. Ludo's PokeRev, I remember, but not Enlisted Leaf. Yeah, Rev jumped in here. Well, he rated us out. And then he dropped like 50 memberships. Mac Doggy says, ooh, another one. Bam. That's 2 in a row. Well, 2 tonight. Dang. Heck yeah, dude. Mac Doggy says, have you ever met PokeRev? Yeah, I met him at Leonhardt's pop-up event. He's walking around. Everybody was like, you know, taking pictures with him. But we went to some. It was a bunch of like the creators and people that were there. Went to some place to eat. We stood around and talked for a while. Super nice. Deep Pocket Monsters, he was there too. Both them guys, they were like the star of the show, you know. I mean, it was Leonhardt's event, but you had Deep Pocket Monsters. He was hosting part of it. I think Rev might have hosted part of it too. I can't even remember. John, at TCA, they offer services to scan the box to see what cards are in the packs. Oh, yeah, I got you. I think that might be tough with this, but you know what? If they want to put that time in there and figure it out, it is what it is. We can't, not much we can do about it. Steven says, what is your favorite evolution, Rusty? I'm going to go with Jolteon. That's going to be my guy. Although, I mean, Umbreon's really nice too. Don't get me wrong. Ludo says the English version of this crazy. Who knows, right? Got a ways to go for it, but I'm ready for it. All right, next up we have David, who also picked up 2 Terastal Festival boxes. Joe Leonhardt, he still exists? I believe so. I saw him opening up a God pack of this stuff on IG anyways. He does rare candy, or did. I think rare candy is his thing. But again, I could be wrong there too. Ghost Jolteon always reminds me of Gem Mint Pokemon. Yeah, he kind of has claim on Jolteon. Happy Hooker Rod says, dude, PokeRef 6.0 got another mask. Packs are nuts. He put 36 first edition packs in. Crazy. Well, I mean, he always includes some vintage, right? Were they like Fossil, Jungle? I mean, if they're base, now that would be pretty nuts. That pack didn't want to open. Ed says Leafeon is underrated. This says favorite Diamond and Pearl era set. So if we're not including, like, I know if you're not saying Gen 4, because I would go with like Call of Legends or something like that if we're doing all of Gen 4, but just Diamond and Pearl, which I believe goes through Storefront. right? Then it goes into platinum. Or Legends Awakened was after Stormfront, wasn't it? Because that was DP8 on the Japanese side. I can't even remember. Secret Wonders is nice. It's got a Charizard, but what was cool about their holos is the majority of them had like this hollow bleed issue where the entire card was hollow. So that was really nice. I might have to go Secret Wonders. Joe, those rare candy were wild. What are you talking about? Yo said no, first edition base. Happy Hooker Rod said base. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, that would be crazy. Gives you a special kind of chase. Ludo says, I feel Magmar for me was special. Pokemon not treating him well. Magmar did pretty dang good against Charizard. Odds are 1 in 1,000 for a first edition base. That's pretty low odds, but you know, if you can hit it. Scallywag says, I picked up one of the new Rev packs. Hit gold. It was a Gym Heroes pack. That's pretty good. Joe is seconding the Call of Legends. Viz says Secret Wonders is his. The bleeds are crazy. And they got good Pokemon too. You got the Ho-Oh and the Lugia, right? I'm pretty sure you do. And then of course you got the starters. You got the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. Doesn't have any like crazy secret rares in it or nothing, but still. West Bragg says, I have a couple Secret Wonder Zards with the Hollow Bleed. Oh, nice. See, I've only got one of... Ooh. Espeon. There we go. Last two boxes have had a mask plus an evolution. Bam. Big hit. We haven't seen that one tonight. So we've seen... Who all have we seen? We've seen the Leafeon. We've seen Espeon, 2 Umbreons. Seen the Eevee. What else? Did we? I don't think we saw a Jolteon. Or Flareon. That's the extras. What are we doing here? See, I've got one of each of the Charizards from Secret Wonders. The hollow and the reverse in a 10. But that's it. Are yours raw or are they graded? Nice Leafeon. Get a little bit of water. Gengar says, better odds than pulling a Moonbreon. Call of Legends is next level. Dude, it's a pretty expensive box, too. It outpaces a lot of the WotC era. Master Ball. Westbragg, I always heard the non-hollow bleed was more rare for Secret Wonders. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If it is, then it doesn't look as cool. Viz says, I think Majestic Dawn is a close second. Yeah, that had some good level X's, right? That had like the Glaceon and Leafeon. I could be wrong. A lot of times I mix up the cards from that era, like the secret rares. Go said, TCA Gaming used Hydrate. It's super effective. A mask. Last pack, pulled a regular Espeon. Alright, so let me put these in here. Here, we'll just slide them in with these. Well, no, because I need this outside so I can see it. Make sure I don't mix up any of these orders. Martial Law says, pulled the Umbreon yet? We actually just pulled one. And we pulled a second earlier. Got one Master Ball there. Got the Espeon and a mask. And if anybody's wanting to grade some of these cards, I will have that open if you guys want it. I do have both PSA and CGC grading that I can do now. Let me get a second box in here. There we go. Move this over. Let's see what orders we have lined up now. All right, so we have Anthony next. After Anthony will be Eric. Ludo says it hurts itself in its confusion while opening. Chilling pain. That's about right. Still no Gold Pika and no God Packs. We pulled a Master Ball. Was it Flareon? I can't even remember which one it was. But no Master Ball Umbreon yet. Jazz says, how many boxes of Terastal Festival have we opened up so far? 3, 6, 8, 16. I think we've opened up 24. So we've got, including this box, 16 left. Assuming that we sold out on the website, which I believe we sold out pretty close to the beginning. I want to say, was it Happy Hooker Rods who was saying that he picked up the last box? Master Ball Dolphin. Is that? That's not Palafin, is it? What's this Dolphin one called? Dolphin. Extra sleeve. Alright. Is that one? Such a weird looking Pokemon. Looks like it would be good on a shish kebab. Got a Walking Wake, regular EX. That one busted weird. Is this guy is that still Garchomp, or has he got some ancient name to him? Viz said, at this point, what do you consider modern versus vintage? I feel like XY is getting close. We're getting to the vintage point. Whoa, what is this? Is that a Lucario? That's not Lucario. What is that? Dragapult, maybe. Is this Dragapult? Haven't seen that one. As for the vintage, honestly, I don't even know, dude. I would say it's weird with Pokemon because things change so fast. You know, if you go by what eBay says, it's like anything over 20 years is considered vintage. So that would put all of WotC plus like Ruby and Sapphire through maybe Fire Red, Leaf Green, something like that. But I would say all of the EX era is probably considered vintage. And then when you get into the Diamond and Pearl era, for me, that's where it's like the boxes, the prices kind of justify them being as vintage, but to me, really, they're not. And I would say that some people think that, you know, anything that's been out of print for 2 or 3 years is probably vintage. But for me, I'm going to say anything up through EX era right now is vintage. But I'm also gonna, like I said, I think that that's more of an opinion type thing. I don't know if there's anything that can define it unless you're going by like what eBay says, where they say anything over 20 years is vintage. Ghost says, I kind of want to pick up some vintage tonight. Well, we've got extra vintage added. I changed over Gym Challenge, since nobody bought that, to heavy versus light, which I don't think worked out very well. I may have 10 or 9 heavies. The rest I just wasn't sure enough. And then for jungle, I did add that. Ooh, another Leafeon. Nice. I think there was like 9. And well, there were 10, and I opened the Snorlax, so there's 9 left. Matitude says, is this set better than Evolving Skies? My opinion, way better. I mean, this is so much more fun to open. Like, crazy fun to open this versus... I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the Moonbreon, you know, from Evolving Skies, but it's got its own Moonbreon. I think it's going to do well in value. I mean, who knows how much it's going to be worth long run. We'll just have to see. Where are we at? African Veteran, that is Palafin. Okay, cool. Ghost Matitude, I already think so. So he seconds the... This is better than Evolving Sky. Ludo says, nah, not XY to the vintage inclusion. Not too bad from 2 boxes. 2 Master Balls, 2 SARs. Well, 4 SARs, 2 trainers, and 2 regulars. So, I mean, that's about as good as you can ask for unless you get a God Pack. Martial Law, what Umbreon do you like better, Evolving or this set? You know, Evolving Skies is pretty dang nice. What is this one? That's Donnie's first order. Why is that over here? Somehow, Donnie, your first order carried over into the second box. I would have had fun finding that in the morning. But I mean, right now, I really like the artwork from this set. But it could just be because it's fresh. All right, we have Eric. Eric, buddy, if you're in the chat, we are opening your box. We finally got around to it. African Veteran, he says he likes, or he just says yes. So he's probably talking about, is this set better than Evolving Skies? Ludo's says black and white is vintage. I just rotated those packs twice. Ghost says, I'm old school vintage is EX era and older. So me and Ghost are on the same page there. But African goes even farther. He says WotC era only. So no EX era for him. Zach says, nice to see you, Rusty. Been a long time fan. Happy to find that you're still making content. Thanks for all you do for the community. I appreciate the kind words, man. It's not too much crazy content. We're just here opening up some Terastal Festival. Pulling some of the good cards. Ghost said Gym Challenge Heavy is tempting for sure. You never know what you might get. But as always, you open it up here in the YouTube video, I guarantee that you're going to get a holo, and if you don't, we'll grab another pack. But this is one of those sets where if you do have it shipped sealed, know that, I mean, it very well may not have a holo inside of it. It should. I'm weighing off the heaviest ones. Nice Flareon. That Flareon looks tight. Great looking card. Ludo says, waiting to get the jungle sealed. I think you can have those ships sealed, right, for the live? If I didn't add that option, let me know and I might be able to add it. Happy Hooker Rod says, I think Storefront Zard is a beaut. Yeah, it does look pretty good. Martial Law says, is the Eevee Heroes Umbreon still outpacing the English version? I think I want to say that they're pretty close. But I don't know. I haven't looked at it in so long. To me, it shouldn't. But if it does, it does. Not too bad for your one box. You pulled the Flareon. SMPL, what's the nickname for this set? Because it's a mouthful. TF. Tefa. Tefa. I don't know, man. Y'all make up something better than that. All right, Steven is next. 2 boxes, no bulk. You know, somebody told me to bring a snack earlier. You know, I am starting to get a little hungry. But I think we're making pretty good time for what we've got here. I mean, it's 7, so I guess it's almost 10 o'clock. I never changed over this computer after I bought it for Eastern time, so it has a Pacific Standard Time down there showing 6:55. African Veteran says, I like Aquapolis Umbreon better. That's a pretty good one too. I mean, it's one of the original. It's got a moon in it too, right? Ghost says, the Heavy Jungle are open live only. Help me remember to, and I will get that changed over. African Veteran says, open one for science. Luda. Kyle, are you still in here? I think he had us open some stuff up for science before. Zach says, the days of ripping multiple WotC packs every day was fun. Man, I don't think I ever had that. Even back then, Pokemon packs were expensive. Ken X is in here. What's up, dude? Isaac Prime says, jungle packs are so nostalgic. Those old packs really do hit home with that artwork. Simple, but you know exactly what you're looking at. Each set is so different. Like, there's never been a pack that looked like Expedition or Skyridge. Espeon. I feel like the Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, etc. feel more vintage and definitely don't feel modern, so maybe there needs to be a classification between. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't have to be like one way or the other. It could just be like out of print or something. Master Ball. Ooh, and a Glaceon. Look at that. What a pack. Put that there. I do not believe we have pulled this Glaceon yet, because that is beautiful. What a card. It was in the last pack, too. Steven says, can I get the Pokeball cards as well? Yeah, let me go back through here. I barely missed it. or I almost missed it. I can't remember if that one was yours, but I'm going to put it in there. I think I grabbed more than what I stuck in here. Espeon. Yeah, Espeon's a nice pick. Guess I could do this on the camera there, right? Oh, look. You get 2 of them, so that for sure probably wasn't from your box, but you'll get 2. I've already pulled it out. All right. Good hit, man. Oh, wait. Let me just leave those here for now. Yeah, we'll put them all together. All right. Ghost says, sounds better and better, huh? What's up, FDB? Franklin Delano Bluth. I'm surprised that TCG Player started selling / pricing Japanese cards. Did they? That's interesting. Ludo says, I still have a Charmander discount, but I'm not a member anymore. Well, I guess you got lucky. Just go ahead and proceed with it. It might have been one of those things where my guy who was Steven, he might not have checked it in the past week or something. He's supposed to check it, I think, every Monday night, something like that. But if you were gifted a membership and it just recently ran out, it's probably just carrying over. It's not. It shouldn't carry over more than a week, but it might, because some of that stuff has to be done manually. Because I can't connect my website and to like my YouTube memberships. It'd be cool if that was automated, but I don't think there's an app or an extension for the site to do that. Ghost says the Neo Era pack arts are my favorite. Except Neo Rev Misdreavus. Like why would you do that? Neo Revelation had Shining Gyarados, had Shining Magikarp, had Ho-Oh. I get the 3 dogs, but why Misdreavus? Like, Ho-Oh to me seems like an easy, no-brainer pick. Oh, let me make sure. I haven't put any reverse hollows over here, have I? I did. All right. If I miss any more, you guys throw another chat message in there. Ghost says, when Gen 2 Pokemon came out in Game Boy games and TCG, it was so hyped back in the day. Attitude, does each box have a Master Ball like 151? I think it's about 1 and 2. Yeah, Ghost nailed it. It's definitely not every box. Oh, man. Hit the Leafeon too? Your boxes were 2 for 2, man, for the evolutions. Who said FDB? Like FDR. Ghost said, my favorite holo from Jungle is the Vaporeon Scyther, the second closest. What do you mean? Oh, holo. I thought you were talking about pack art. I was like, there ain't no Vaporeon pack art. Vaporeon for me is forever marred because you could get it in the theme decks. Still got to go with Jolteon because that's the Jolteon I think of when I think of Jolteon. The lightning in the background, him sticking his paw out or foot or whatever you want to call it. Nice Espeon. You doubled up on the Espeon reverse holo. Not bad, dude. Got the 1 Master Ball. Ghost said, good point on the Mischievous pack art. I basically forgot about that forgettable artwork. I mean, think even Neo Destiny. I mean, you had the Togetic, whatever you want to say. Think of the Shinings they could have stuck on there. You had Noctowl. I mean, at least that was a Shining. All right, next up we have Jason. 2 boxes, keeping the bulk. Gotta make sure why is this not going in there? There we go. Ghost says Treefeon. 2 Treefeons tonight. Steven said, let's go. Super excited. Steven says he might have also bought another box after the first 2. Well, when I go through the orders tomorrow, I try to search by name to see if there's anything like I can stick together. But I always got to check like the address too, because I've had people order multiple orders and just have them go to different places. I don't know why they'd have them opened and do that, but if that's what they want to do. Glaceon, nice, dude. Jason, are you in the chat? Oh, there he is, Jag, or Jace Mizzou. It's your turn. You've already got 1 decent reverse holo. Eevee. Ghost says the style of packs just hits for me from the whole Neo era. Yeah, good luck, Jason. We still got a few more evolutions we want to see. We've seen Espeon, we've seen Umbreon, we've seen Glaceon, Sylveon, Leafeon. We've seen Flareon. Have we seen Flareon? Maybe Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon. Have we seen any of those 3? Ooh, another Glaceon. Bam. That's 3 in a row. 3 boxes in a row with an evolution. We were hitting those masks pretty hard earlier too, though. African says could be ordering for a friend. And the Flareon Master Ball. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Craft Ice is the same thing if they bought one for themselves and one for a friend. Then I guess maybe they watched it together and just had them shipped. Or maybe not even watched together. They just watched separately. Viz says, man, Rocket Returns have great pack arts. I think I like Heart Gold Soul Silver artwork's the best overall card design. Alright, so there's box number 1. I think you did pretty good there. Jazz, what's your hit? Like, what's the one you want to see? Is it an Umbreon? You want that gold Pika? What is it? We still have yet to hit any God packs. Like I said, I opened up 20 boxes for myself earlier today. None of those had a God pack. We've opened up pushing 30 boxes now. So I think we're due. I think we're due for one. Hopefully we can get it to happen. Ghost says we need Jolteon and Vaporeon, so we did have a Flareon. Yeah, now I'm remembering it now because I think I said something about it popping a little bit better. Wes Bragg says Legendary Collection pack arts are pretty cool too. Yeah, they don't look too bad. Definitely like the fact that they combine some Pokemon in there. Steven seconds that. No Jolteon or Vaporeon. And Jazz says, gotta be the Umbreon. Got you a Master Ball Zeraora. So you're 2 for 2 on the Master Balls. Jazz says, my little girl's excited for the Glaceon we just pulled. Oh, that's great, man. Ooh, you got a Raging Bolt. That looks pretty sweet too. Nice. I tell you, I prefer that over a mask. I'm not really a fan of the masks, even though they've got some unique things going on too. Jazz says he's also stoked for all the Master Balls too. Oh, nice. You got you a second SR. Or you got an SR to go along with the SAR. There's the Eevee. What's the Cobalion one name again? You got Iron Hands. I can't remember what that one is. Screamtail, and finish off with a regular Leafeon. All right, we'll go over well, no, put it in here first. Kai says, who do you get your boxes from? These come from Retrospecs. And yesterday he was selling them for like $52 a box. But you had to buy at least 20 and they had to ship out. But as of this morning, he was sold out. Because I went to order some more and it just didn't happen. Prices have spiked. Now, prices could be really bad on these if we don't see a good reprint. But I have a feeling we will. And these boxes will come down. It's just, it might take some time. That's a pretty good 2-box hit. I like these better than the Master Balls. Because I think like the shattered foil thing, whatever they got going on, that's pretty cool too. Alright, Michael is next. I believe this is right. 1, 2, 3. And it looks like, yeah, after that I got to check and see what's off of the website. Ludo says, order 7054 sealed art set, please. I donated the amount. You got it, man. I'll look at it and make sure. Ghost said Iron Valiant. Yeah, that might have been it. Or Iron Crown. Says this FDB. Got the Raikou. Or Raging Bolt. Jess says, thank you. I'm excited. I got 10 boxes coming in tomorrow. This was a cool little warm-up. For sure, dude. Michael, are you here in the chat? Ghost said, thank you, FDB. I'm slow learning all of these new Pokemon. Yeah, me too. Kind of looks OC, don't it? Jazz says his little girl loves the set. Ordered 3 cases of prismatic ETBs. Dude, that'll be awesome. Have fun when they're opening it up. There's so many Pokemon. I feel like I should still know them though. But when they start throwing in different names for what looks like the same Pokemon, It's like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? 3 cases? Yeah, that'd be 30 ETBs. Ooh, man, we are on a roll with these evolutions. Another Leafeon. Treefeon. That's our 3rd for that one. Mac Doggy. Rusty, can I keep all the Pokeballs? Yeah, no problem, dude. Let me go back through and see if I think you might have had a couple. From what I'm seeing, we're getting about 3 a box. Unless you get a Master Ball. There's some that only had 2 there. There's one. So maybe we'll get you another one in here too. Westbrack says, yeah, I know it'll sell out quick and not be enough. One more pack. You're reselling them, right? Got the Roaring Moon and Espeon. So there you go, dude. Got your Leafeon. Wait, we still got 3 more boxes. We'll do it all together. 2 more boxes. 3 boxes total. So Jazz says he's keeping 1 sealed, ripping the other 2. Condolences for my wallet. Maybe not. You never know, dude. Like, if you double up on something big, maybe you resell it. I mean, I don't know how much you paid. That's a different mask, right? Or is this like a rocket ship? I don't even know. Hard for me to tell. FTB said maybe pull out the Pokeball reverses. They feel more like hits than bulk. Maybe so when you're getting like 3 a box. African Veteran says, I thought I was crazy for getting 2 cases of Crown Zenith ETBs. Crown Zenith was a fun set. Master Ball Leafeon. I went to put that there. I need to sleeve that sucker. Which Master Balls have we seen? We've seen the Leafeon. I want to say the Flareon. Maybe Espeon? I know we haven't seen the Umbreon. That's Iron Hands, so we got Iron Hands right here. He's not a mask. I pulled like 4 of those things from the boxes that I opened. Ghost said, anytime you open vintage Pokemon, you're almost guaranteed to lose money. Yeah, just about. Actually, well, the odds are never in your favor, we'll put it that way. You can hit it big. It's tough. Did you pull anything big from the 20 boxes you opened earlier? I did get both the Master Ball and the SAR for the Umbreon. I didn't get any gold cards. We've seen a few opening up these boxes. I didn't even realize gold cards were a thing. Make sure I didn't skip any of the reverse hauls. I wasn't looking too hard for those. Not there. Nothing there. Maybe I did pull them out. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. I've got a really big pile of stuff. I'm gonna just try to grade from it. See how it goes. Most of the stuff was pretty good condition. There were a few centering issues, but overall this set's pretty top notch. Mega Man says there is a full gold Pikachu. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that. I asked a few times, but I probably missed it if somebody answered. Does anybody know the value on that full gold Pikachu? Is it like Umbreon level, or is it like way down? You know, from there, or is it way up? Because as good as that one that I saw looked, it makes me wonder if it's gonna have some value to it. Master Ball. What Pokemon is that? Starfish with extended arms? Or is it a tumbleweed? Just want to say it's always awesome to be here with y'all. I love being able to spend my time. This is from West Bragg. Commenting with the chat, relating our Pokemon experiences, and answering questions with Rusty. Well, we're glad you're here, man. And one day, you'll win a giveaway. Mega Man says it's way down, I believe. It's the Surging Sparks Pikachu, but gold, I believe. Really? Interesting. If it's super way down, I might pick up a few. Got another Iron Hands. That's the one you got the first time, right? Or that's the one you got the second time. So that was back-to-back Iron Hands. It'd be cool to get back-to-back Umbreons. Westbragg says one day. You finish off with an SR. Alright. I might have to switch this to... Let's see if I can get this off here. Because I don't think this is going to be big enough to hold everything. Come on. There we go. If you get it just right, you can save them. Yeah, I had a few of the reverse hollows there. Happy Hooker Rod says, seeing the Pikachu around 60 to 80 bucks. Appreciate that. All right, so I think as of that order, I need to go see what on the website was ordered after we started the stream. And if Ghost was 7054, that would put max 3 orders for the Terastal Festival. But if you guys order anything else, we'll still open it up. All right, Steven, you are next. I think you said you had ordered one more box. And then Henry and Tim, you'll be after that. Hopefully you guys stuck around. All right, so Steven orders 7051. And then this is Terastal. Oh yeah, no ball. One box. So let's jump right on in here. Here it is. Bam. Oh, my stomach's growling now. I might have to eat me something when I get home. African Veteran says, good night, Rusty. Good luck on the rest, y'all. Good night, man. Thanks for showing up, hanging out. We're not supposed to have them this long anymore, right? I think as long as Terastal Festival is available, and I don't have it priced too high, this might be a set that people are going to be opening up for a while. I might run out though, especially if we're selling 40 boxes. I feel like we could have kept on selling these boxes if I just kept making them available. Put those in there. Viz says it's pretty crazy. Or it's pretty crazy. It's crazy pretty much all SARs in the set are sub 25 bucks besides the evolutions. I saw that for some of the ones like the Iron Crown or whatever it was, the one that I pulled in the video. It was like $5. I was like, dude, so you tell me I could pick up like 100 of these things for 500 bucks? And you know they'd be in good condition. Ludo says I'm the last order. Yes, you are the last order. Unless anybody picks up now. So if you guys bought in on something else. Like we do have Surging Sparks and other boxes like we would typically. Man, another Leafeon. So now the wait isn't 2 hours. Like, I wouldn't want to buy in and wait around for 3 hours either, you know. Now the wait's probably down to, I don't know, 20 minutes. Steven, did you get a Leafeon before with your other 2 boxes? I can't remember which one you got. I think you got a Leafeon and Glaceon, maybe? Happy Hooker Rod says Master Ball Umbreon 300 plus. Dang. Oh wow. When I looked it up, it was just over 200. So that thing must have went up. Hey, now you've got an extra, right? You know what? I would take 2 Leafeons over, like, you know, a mask and a Leafeon all day. All right, next order, Henry. Once it loads, anyways. This is order 7052. He picked up 4 Terastal Festival boxes. And we are keeping the bulk. I might need to look at my shipping settings. The shipping is the same for, like, the guy who had 8 boxes, the shipping was only $11.99. But for like 2 boxes, it's $10.99. Wonder how, like, it combines. Because if that was going to, like, Utah, that definitely wouldn't. That wouldn't be right. Now, if it's going to, like, North Carolina, sure, we'll be good. Pokédex, I think I'd be all right with that. Patton says, this is Henry. Hoping for the Umbreon or any Evolutions Gold Pika will do as well. All right, Henry. I'm hoping we pull all of that stuff for you. I'm hoping you get the first God Pack for tonight. I'm surprised we have not hit a single one yet. Yeah, Ludo said he wants them for sealed, like sent sealed, so we'll see how. Maybe if he ever opens them himself, he can tell us what he gets. Yeah, you can definitely trade that Leafeon for something. Jirachi. Iron Valiant. You guys are probably tired of me calling that card Gardevoir by now. Still haven't hit the SAR. Not even sure what that one is right there. Sylveon. Already got a trainer SAR. Nice. Looks like her foot is like it covering up the camera. So far, I don't think you've hit a Master Ball unless I skipped over it. All right, so this last pack, got to have the SAR. What's it going to be? Got a mask. All right, so there's box number 1 for Henry. He's looking for some Evolutions. So far, I didn't hit it. Or the Gold Pika. Box number 2. All right. Kind of popped under my nail there. Ludo says, who knows, might send them all back to you in the future or even a trade. Yeah, you never know. Got the Flareon. No, got the Eevee. Completely messed that one up. I think Eevee was the first one that we pulled. It's not an Evolution. I know you said Evolutions, but usually Eevee's pretty acceptable for that as well. Man, that's a sad looking girl from what I'm seeing. Westbrag, do you ever get tired of opening packs? I don't, but just wondering. I mean, my eyes might get tired from opening packs while trying to look at chat and, you know, focus with you guys, but for the most part, honestly, I still do it. Like, I've been wanting to open up packs more lately, so I just pull a box to the side and I'll just start busting into them. I mean, it's fun, right? Especially when there's always a chance at, you know, some cool hit or chase. My hands don't ever get tired from it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Now, if I had to open up Japanese 30-pack boxes, yeah, I'd get tired of that. That's why you guys don't see those on the website anymore. I got tired of doing all that. Those are annoying. If I have to cut the pack open with scissors, just forget it. I'm glad 151 has 10 cards per pack, and there's 20 packs rather than 30 packs. All right, there's box number 2. Put these in here. Steven said there's a second variant of the Eevee also, I believe. Oh, is there? I haven't even been looking. I think that's the one that we had earlier. I think that's the one that I pulled too. So if there is, and it's really close, I might have missed it. Ghost said, would you accept sealed vintage packs from me for consignment? I can. I'm not putting any like on consignment for like the website at the moment. Like if you had something really cool, maybe, but like if you're talking about to sell as light or heavy on tcagaming.com, man, that stuff's moving really slow. But if you want to send it to eBay, yeah, I do accept vintage sealed. I do accept some modern sealed as well. Like I've got an Evolving Skies sealed case online, but pretty much all that stuff has to be approved. But anything that's vintage, yeah, I usually accept that. Even like theme decks. Rusty, did you get the grade back on Leon's Charizard Trainer Gallery yet? If you're talking about the one that I sent in, actually I got it back today, along with somebody else's Mewtwo, if they're in here, Captain Chuck. I got a 10 on the Charizard. It wasn't a pristine, but it did get a Gem Mint 10. I ended up just adding it to my collection. Bernardo says, I really need this SAR Eevee. Hope it reaches international version. Yeah. I think everybody wants all the EVs, the evolutions, everything from the set that's in the SAR. Come on, packs. All right, so we got the Iron Hands, right? Gold Pika. Is it here? Not here. Another Iron Hands. Yeah, if you want to send the vintage stuff to eBay, that should be fun. They usually do pretty good. Most vintage packs are pretty liquid. Nice looking Relicanth. Got one more box for you, Henry. Mega Man. It's all batched, isn't it? Same SAR 3 times now. Well, these didn't come from cases. These were just loose boxes. It's like like each box that I got in, there were 40 boxes. I mean, I guess it could be, but I don't know. We hit 2 of the Umbreons. They were pretty close together. Oh, let me put this one up. Bernardo says, yeah, Moonbreon is on my wish list just because it's in everyone else's, but I totally not keep it as there are other collections on my priority, and this one is going to be really expensive. Last box, here we go. For alligator. Says, is this the other Eevee? Oh yeah, look at that. There are two different ones. Interesting. I think I like this one a little better. I mean, this one pops more, so I don't know why I like this one more. Doesn't even make sense. Interesting. Very cool. So you didn't get any evolutions, but you got both the Eevees. FDB says, noticing the commons and uncommons have cool art. Yeah, some of them do. Crafty says, it ain't vintage, but the first two old booster boxes I bought was Ancient Origins 2 years ago, and it's kind of popping off. Ancient Origins is a good set. It's got like the better versions of the Mega Primal Kyogre, Groudon, and Mega Rayquaza. Because I loved Primal Clash. Like the Groudon and the Kyogre, that was such a good seller for me. I was busting boxes left and right for those cards. But then they also had the Hoenn collection, which you could get those Jumbos, and the Jumbos almost paid for the Hoenn collection all by themselves. Man, that was a good set. And then they come out with the gold versions. Because you had Roaring Skies after Primal Clash. I think it was. It might have been the next set after that. No, I think it was right after Primal Clash. But it had the Mega Rayquaza. But then they had the gold versions of those three cards as secret rares in Ancient Origins. So it was kind of fun. I mean, they were tough 10s, don't get me wrong. But still, it was nice. Now, it did have a reprint. It had a pretty big reprint, pretty hard reprint, and that's what killed the price for the longest time on those. Oops. There we go. Forgot to put those in your box with you. Put these in here. We'll go back over your hits one more time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so you got both of the Eevees. Got a mask, got an Iron Hands, and then you also picked up a pair of Full Arts, one SR, one SAR. And then I think we have one more box left before we check Ludo's, and then if there's been anything else bought, we'll continue opening. This will be the last box for Terastal Festival. Tim, you picked up the very last one. For tonight, anyways. I don't know what the price is going to be next Tuesday. I think that'll be the last live we do before the new year. We'll just have to see. Because next week will be the 17th. Yeah, it'll be Christmas Eve before that. So I don't think I'll be doing a live on Christmas Eve. So maybe we'll do extra boxes next week. Who knows? I've never done 40 of a single box for a live before, but you guys were buying in. Zard Lurking said this box is going to be good. I have a feeling. I watched it back. I couldn't tell if I hit the Umbreon Master Ball. LOL. Cheeks. That was Cheeks Galore. We haven't had an Umbreon Master Ball yet, but there were two regular reverse Umbreons. Here we go, pack number 1. Gouging Fire. X and Y was rough with its hot rare, but I love them sets when I come back into Pokemon collecting with its high rate. With hot. I mean, X and Y was better than previous sets. It just it wasn't. It's not as good as it is now for some of, well, especially sets like this, you know, on the Japanese side. But ooh, there we go. Still looks good. I almost thought it was Umbreon for a second, but I'll take this one over the mask for sure. Still hoping for a gold Pika. Got my fingers crossed. In my mind. We can do it. Vaporeon. Programmers is still here. He donated 5 memberships earlier. As per usual. Not a Master Ball. Last one. Here we go. Tim, are you here? Last chance at Gold Pika. We got a gold card. It was just Raging Bolt. Alright, Tim. Let me get these packaged up for you. Now I'm going to see if there's been any other orders. If there have, we'll continue opening those. And if not, we're going to do the giveaway. Because I believe order 754 is Ludo's. And he wanted them shipped sealed. And they were. And I'll make sure that gets taken care of tomorrow. I should have an art set. There were like an uneven number of packs, but I believe there was an art set, so that shouldn't be a problem. All right, the giveaway. It is a Terastal Festival box. So we're just going to keep opening this stuff up. Now, all you have to do is have participated really in the past 10 minutes, and that will enter you into the giveaway. I can see where several of you have participated, but you haven't done so lately. So if you haven't done that, you might want to jump in the chat now. And that'll get your name back in there. But you'll get all the hits from the box. Oh, Programmers gifted another membership. Thank you, man. Richie Rich plus 6. You are now a TCA Gaming member. And I thank him because that makes you 3 times as likely to win the giveaway over just a regular watcher. We're gonna do this opening a little different. We're going to do the speed run. We're going to do all the hits at once. Just straight through the box. Going to have to pick up Master Ball Zam. Maybe we'll get a Master Ball Alakazam right here. Wes Sprague says he's going to win. Magikarp. And the chat goes wild. Yeah, I think I like this better than doing the keyword, because then I get to read a few of y'all's chats. Yeah, no keyword. You just got to be active. We pulled 2 of the Umbreons, so those had to be the best pull. Here we go. Pack. I thought it was Monkey Dory, but it's something else that somebody told me. Got a mask. Palafin. Alright, we got an SR. No Master Ball. See, oh, we hit a God Pack. We hit a God Pack for the giveaway. Alright, I'm gonna put it to the side. We haven't hit a God Pack the entire night. So now somebody's getting ready to win literally the best hit. It was in the one pack box that I plucked out of my boxes to open tomorrow. But at least we know we're gonna get one. Oh, and you still got an SAR too. Got the Eevee and that. This will probably be the most expensive giveaway yet, I would think. If it's got, you know, the crazy stuff. So if you have not participated in the chat, you definitely want to go ahead and get your message in there. Alright, so it's a Sylveon reversal. So I assumed that these might be Master Balls, but they do not look like it's going to be so. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6 reverse hollows. All right, we got another Treefeon. Can we get the Jolteon that we didn't see tonight? Oh, got the Umbreon. It is a little off center, but you got the Umbreon. Oh, and the Vaporeon. We did not pull that one tonight either. Wow. Mega Man just become a Charmander member. That might help you out, dude. All right, let's see. I'm seeing 99 entries, so you have a 1 in 99 chance. Kind of. I mean, I guess you've got a better... There's going to be better than that because there's some of you who are members. All right, the winner is... Crafty. Craft High. You are the winner, dude. And you just won all this stuff that was right here. Sorry, West Bragg. I know it was gonna be the one. But that was pretty cool. I'm glad you guys stuck around to see it. Well, I'm gonna put this stuff in sleeves too, right here. And then these will all come as well. But Crafty, all you have to do to claim this giveaway, send me an email. It's right here. Let me know your email, not your email address, your shipping address, like where I'm going to deliver it to. I'll take care of all those costs, and this stuff will be shipped out to you tomorrow. The only downside is the fact that all three of these are slightly off-center. But, man, I'd rather have these off-center than just have, like, you know, one golden go or whatever, because they're still going to have some value to it. Man, that's really cool. We pulled 3 of these Moonbreons tonight. What would we have, like 5 Leafeons? Well, I had 1 of the Vaporeon. The only one we didn't pull was the Jolteon. But, alright guys, I definitely had fun. I could feel the tiredness creeping in here, but I'm glad we actually did have a God Pack. I was starting to get worried, like, why don't we have 1 in 60? So on the 61st box, or the 41st box, no, 61st box, because we opened up 40 in stream, opened 20 off, and the last box, that was it. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for sticking around. Congratulations, Crafty. Make sure you send me an email, again, right here, claiming your prize. Tomorrow morning, I will